Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an updated skincare routine video for melasma and hyperpigmentation. For those of you who are not familiar with what melasma or hyperpigmentation is, I'm going to have pictures on the screen so that you can know exactly what we're talking about. I made a similar video to this 2 years ago and you guys loved it, so I thought it was time to make an update video. And if you've not seen that video, you're probably new to this channel, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Chelsea. I run the channel called Sugar International, where I teach people all things self-improvement. So you want to improve your looks, you want to improve your fitness, you want to improve mentally as well, then you've come to the right channel. Without further ado, if you are interested in getting better all around, then click the subscribe button and join the family and stick around for the video. So I just want to explain my general routine to you guys. Of course, I have a routine for in the morning and I have a routine for in the evening as well, and they are very different. And bear in mind, I'm just talking about skincare routine for my face. I'm going to make a separate video for the body care routine that I use, but this video is just for my face. Now, a little bit of backstory about me before I get into the video is that I've always struggled with melasma starting from when I was in high school. And for those of you who don't know what melasma is, it's basically a very stubborn kind of hyperpigmentation. I'll find my own pictures, then I will insert them on the screen. And for those of you who don't know what it is, or maybe if you're trying to figure out if that's what you have, is a very stubborn kind of hyperpigmentation that you basically have to treat throughout your life. It's a chronic type of hyperpigmentation that you always have to have under control, so it can be a bit nerve-wracking to always have to use products, always have to tailor your routine to not trigger your melasma, or so that it doesn't reoccur even after you have treated it. Now, I don't have any makeup on. I had to zoom you guys in. I don't have any makeup on right now apart from my lip gloss and my lashes. I don't know if you guys can see. I have a cold, but this is what the I don't know what this is from, but that's actually embarrassing. But like, I don't have any makeup on my face at all. So I just wanted to show you guys how I go about cleansing my face at night. I don't do this full step every night. You guys are probably going to shoot me, but when I have makeup on, what I do is I use baby oil to dissolve the makeup. Then I go in with Eva soap. I use Eva soap both on my face and on my body. And I know people say you're not supposed to use the same soap you use on your face as you use on your body. But the reason I do this is because I like my actives to be in products that are staying on my face. I don't really like my actives to be in my cleansers because I feel like they don't stay on enough to make an effect, if that makes any sense. So I like my products, my actives, to be in my serums, in my creams, in my lotions, rather than in my soap. So that's why I just use any basic soap really. But if you can find something better, I know La Roche-Posay has some really nice and mild cleansers, but to me, in terms of treating hyperpigmentation, I don't really think you need something that just washes away. You need something that stays on the skin, that is powerful enough to make a change. Basically, you just take a bit of oil and put on the spots where you want to clean your makeup, and then when it dissolves the makeup, then you wash it off with Eva soap or any generic soap, Joy soap, Premier soap. It doesn't really matter, any soap basically. Well, you can use Dove as well. Dove is also great for dry skin. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't do anything fancy for cleansing. So just get an oil and get any generic soap. It's going to work for you. I promise. It will take off your makeup. But when I'm not wearing makeup, I just use the soap. So for the other products that I use in my nighttime skincare routine are these two products. I use Retinol 0.1, yeah, Retinol gel, and I also use Triluma hydroquinone 4%. Hope you guys can see that. This is Triluma. You can get it on Amazon, I believe, or eBay. And then there is Retinol. In Nigeria, you can purchase these products over the counter, but I know that majority of my viewers are in America and in the UK, so I will find links for you guys to purchase these two products. I'm going to use Retinol, and I'm going to use like a really small amount. It's not a lot. It's not a moisturizer, so I use just that. It's really small. I use 0.1%, and I just kind of dot that all over my face. I know it's controversial that you shouldn't put retinol under your eyes, but I feel like it has really helped my eye bags along with drinking a lot of water. But I don't use it on my neck because the neck doesn't have sebaceous glands, so it can't moisturize itself after the irritating effects of retinol. So that's why when you use retinol on your neck, it can cause a lot of irritation. So I don't use it on my neck at all, just on my face. Another product that I have used that has made a ton of difference in my hyperpigmentation and melasma is Triluma. Okay, Triluma. It contains 4% hydroquinone, 0.05% tretinoin, and fluocinolone acetonide. And this is a really powerful depigmenting cream and is meant specifically for melasma. So for me, where melasma appears is on the sides of my face. It's almost gone now. I'm in the maintenance phase, so I try to use it about 3 times a week. But when you're in the treatment phase, you want to use it every night of the week. So what you do is you take a really tiny amount. Like it's really small. You don't have to use a lot. A little goes a very long way, and you apply it only on the affected areas. So for me, the areas where I have melasma. Now, if you have melasma on your forehead, if you have melasma on the sides of your lips, if you have melasma on top of your lips, then be sure to use the product there. But for me, it was mostly the sides of my cheeks. So I use a really small amount too on this side, just on the affected side, not all over my face, because this can turn your face white. So you want to use it only on the affected areas to even out the skin. Sometimes I use it on the side of my mouth as well. Star of the show for my daytime skincare routine is the Faded Topicals Clearing and Brightening Serum, and it's this supercharged hyperpigmentation serum. It's kind of like a gel. It's not really a serum. I can demonstrate that. It's a gel. It comes out like that. It's not really a serum, but it's a serum. They call it a serum, and it has so many wonderful ingredients. It has kojic acid, it has tranexamic acid, it has melatonin, it has niacinamide, it has licorice root, and it has azelaic acid, all of which are amazing ingredients for not only hyperpigmentation but also stubborn hyperpigmentation like melasma. So how I use this is I use this every morning. I used to use it a few times a week. I started out by using it once a week, then I went to twice a week, then 3 times a week, until I got to be able to use it every single day. But you must also make sure that you're using it with SPF that you can reapply for yourself. It doesn't make sense to use this product during the day if you don't have SPF. Then I also use my Cetaphil moisturizing lotion with B5. I honestly think this is a dupe for Cicaplast, the Cicaplast balm, but I could be wrong. So I use the faded topical serum and I use Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. And also, to top everything all off, I use a tinted mineral SPF. If you're in Nigeria, I use this one from Skin 101 Clinics. Called, their skincare line is called Skintivity, and they have this SPF 50 sunscreen. This is not sponsored in any way. I just found them online and I tried it. I've been using them since last year, and it's literally a perfect Nigerian made black girl sunscreen. Like, it's so good. This is what it looks like. It has a tint. It looks like that, and let me just kind of rub it in. I know it looks like, oh, it rubs on clear, like completely clear. It doesn't have any coverage, so you can't use this for foundation or anything. It rubs in completely clear, like clear. It just rubs in clear. But the reason why it's tinted is because it also protects against the visible spectrum of light. So it protects against blue light from your phone, from your bulbs, from the lights I'm using to film right now. So basically, when you're struggling with melasma, you want to stick to a physical sunscreen. Heat is indicated as one of the causes of melasma. And when you're using a chemical sunscreen, the way it works, or the mechanism of action, is that it converts the UV rays from the sun into heat on your skin to avoid damage to the cells. And you want to avoid generating even more heat on top of the one that you might already have, especially if you're suffering from melasma. So that's why you are advised to go for a physical sunscreen with zinc oxide and or titanium oxide and or iron oxide if you're struggling with melasma. So I thought I should put that out there. Now, this is a wonderful sunscreen. It's made in Nigeria, but there are other wonderful physical sunscreen options. If you're outside Nigeria, there's the Shiseido sunscreen. La Roche-Posay also has a tinted variety of their Shake It sunscreen, I believe. These are all the products that I use to get super glowy, super bright, super even skin tone, even though I'm struggling with melasma and hyperpigmentation. Guys, let me know what other routines you want to see from me in the future, and tell me if you learned anything in this video, or if you need any clarification, comment it down below. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.